let's get started with playing the national anthem. Gentlemen, will you please remove your hats?
You didn't think they were going to remember you. A couple of them. Like it's hard.
USA! This is a single contest for one a 10-minute time. Introducing first, in the course of the radio, weighing 205 pounds, he is David
There's the opening contest. Did I tell you last time? Let him come out to the ring and start commentary on the bell ring.
I got ahead of myself. Sorry.
Need a hammer. Need a hammer.
I'm going to talk
That's probably my hammer.
And this is a
yes. Okay. And I did know Alex. Welcome back to Black Diamond, sir.
I'm going to talk last time.
You shouldn't. Disrespectful to the wrestlers.
Okay, so we're left to do their entrance things, really?
Down for that.
You
don't want to see some outline?
Chalk outline. Don't you like some chocolate and outline?
Okay, first of all, that's the name of the song, Harry. You gotta cool it down.
Yeah, okay, listen, you're at like a 10 right now, I need you at like a 5. At a 5. You're at a 10. Bring it down.
You keep yourself in check here, Harry. Draw first.
Hey,
Go ahead and sit over here, Alex.
what is this, Willie Nell? What the hell is this? Haha, remember these guys? Remember these guys?
Yeah, they kind of sat with us in the last show.
Yeah.
Led to the ring by his manager, David Marvell. That's not Manny Papa. I must have missed him. Isn't Lanny living in Florida anyway? I'm not sure. I don't think we're bringing him up from Florida. I think Lanny, well, if you could bring Randy with him, you know. Too soon? Fuck our hopes up. Too soon? No, it's not. I think you're in that time, yeah.
Last week, so now we can see what they can do right.
I think David Marvell may have just stolen his cookie.
Really?
That or he was handing out cookies, which I don't know if I trust taking a cookie from him.
Yeah, you know where that cookie's been.
Given where that robe has been, I think we might have a pretty decent idea.
Where
Anyways,
exactly has that robe been, Harry?
Okay, we're at the school, guys.
yeah, let's do remember
Okay.
that.
Alex, you're at like an 8?
I'll bring it
Okay,
down.
all
Bring
right.
it down.
You're really going to take advice from him?
Yeah.
I mean, as opposed to you, Harry, do your job. Thank you. That match is finally started here.
I had one job, Sinclair. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, it's Harley T. Morrison, Hayden Farah.
He just ate the ring.
Full of math.
Off of a drop toe hold and now into a side headlock, grounded there.
That's one of the most basic wrestling moves I've ever seen. Drop over.
One of the most
Almost
basic,
everybody
one of
does
the most
that.
underutilized wrestling.
Yes.
Speaking as a wrestler sitting next to us here, Alex was all about the ground game.
I was.
He was also all about the mind game as well.
You have to have that perfect combination.
Absolutely. By the way, I don't know if anybody at home ever get a chance here, but Buckeye North, we want to thank them for having us here for Black Diamond Wrestling. And the cookies that were left over from the staff party are pink.
Oh, I had like 6
Thank you
of
for
them.
sharing. I'm on commentary right duties.
That's that
Ouch.
power right
Shoulder
there.
block by Farah.
That's that power.
Off the rope.
Big hip hook.
Arm drag. American style.
And Harry,
Big drop kick and
I
Farah
like
to
how
the
you,
floor.
I like how you differentiated that because there's two styles of ground.
There's actually 3.
Oh, there's 3.
Mexican.
Well,
Mexicans
Mexicans don't count, okay?
Top rope dive to the floor there by Harley Morris. Harley T. Morris, excuse me. He's like an Alita, a Quesadora, a Cabradora.
A quesadilla.
Quesadillas.
A quesadilla.
Now we're talking.
Yes.
Now we're
Alex,
talking.
quesadillas.
High five.
Oh yes.
Post-show run to Taco Bell for your announce team. Anyways,
No, you don't get
European uppercut.
Just me now.
Good job.
All right.
All right, remember, see what happens the next time I have to come down on a Monday in your personal life.
Oh, okay.
Bang,
so
bang.
we're going there.
Bang,
okay.
bang.
Then the shots have been fired.
I didn't go into detail. Just bang, bang. That's all I got to say. Anyways, Hayden Farah rolls Harley T. Morris back in and throws a short kick right into those ribs.
You're going to start to work on the leg?
Kick to the inside of the thigh.
So he's working a little bit of every part of the body here.
But
trying
now
to
that he-
neutralize the quicker, faster man.
Well, I think now that he has him down on the canvas, he's going to try to go to work on that leg, and by the looks of things, that knee. You know a thing or two about knee injuries.
I do know a couple things about knee injuries.
You know, someone just told me if you're working the legs in the match, you can't walk.
That's very true. If you can't walk,
You can't fight.
you can't fight.
Someone
If you
told me
can't
that.
fight, you usually can't win.
Normally. So you're just a
Unless
one-legged
you're-
So far, he's a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest, right?
Yeah, let's watch the language. We are in a school.
I said butt.
I know.
He did say butt.
Cobra clutch here. No,
No, I
lost
got
the
Cobra
arm.
clutch.
Had the arm originally. Now
Russian
just
leg
grips him
sweep.
side. Yeah, look at the Russian leg sweep.
So it was a quarter Russian leg sweep.
It's a Cobra lift into the Russian leg sweep. And it looks like Harley might have even re-aggravated that knee on the kick out there. But the thing is Harley's right-handed, so the left side is the weaker side.
I never understood that. Like, how does that work? Like, that's
If
part
you're
of the body.
right-handed, you're using your right hand for more things, like to throw punches, to throw your uppercuts. Your left side's not going to be as developed as the right side is because you're getting more use out of the right side of the body.
So for southpaws, their stronger
It's
side.
the opposite, yeah.
It'll be really interesting to hear if Harley can come back. He is getting
Farah going after the ribs of Harley team.
And now it's not just the leg.
You know,
it's the
Farah
neck, it's
needs
the
to
ribs,
pick the
it's
body
back.
Huh?
Farah needs to pick the body's apart and stick with it.
This is not the season for shattered dreams.
Well, he picks him in the leg.
But it might be the season for Jingle Bells. Luckily.
I get it! Jingle bells!
What did I tell you about squatting and commentary?
Please silence in the ring, gentlemen.
Yeah, it gets aggressive at this level. Anyways. Notice, even as he was gripped for that snap suplex, Harley Morris had no base in order to be able to try to block it because he was bouncing on that leg.
And also, Vera
Might be a
had
short
the leg
night
too.
here for Harley T. Morris.
That was almost a fisherman suplex, but he kind of had the leg kick a little bit.
He did not have the leg. Let me finish my cookie. Harley's leg was up because he wasn't able to put any weight on it. It wasn't hooked.
He is mounting comeback.
There's his comeback. Oh!
Into
As
the
soon as I
canvas
said it,
with the
he is
Uranagi.
to the ground.
No, wow. Impressive kick out by Harley Morris.
Showing a lot of heart right here, guys.
Did Vera kind of spin that a little bit?
Huh?
Did Vera kind of spin that a little bit?
Well, he caught him with all his momentum. His momentum spun him off to the side, but he was still able to drop him down with that Uranagi variation.
Okay.
Black Diamond Wrestling fans might know that move a little bit better when it's elevated as a flash drop.
This is true, and that is not a comfortable move to take from any angle.
For me, ducked it.
Huge leaping lariat. You'll notice Morris hardly able to put any weight on there. Bad foot caught, but the enziguri lands. Interesting fact that you may or may not know, Alex. Enziguri literally translated from Japanese kick to the back of the brain.
I actually got sushi earlier with Jay Flash. I think I ate enziguri.
Oh! So you ate brains then?
Back of the brain.
The back of the brain.
That's the best part.
That's the cerebrum.
Zombie Alex Arcadian over here. Brain. Far back from the dead at commentary.
Go to the top.
Volley off. Oh! Stick!
They called it a high-risk move for a reason. Sometimes it works off, sometimes
It
it doesn't.
did work there. Missile drop kick to the grill. You're right. Joshi style missile drop. Laura raises a good point there. Joshi style missile drop kick.
Yeah, it wasn't a standard missile.
Because he came down front style with it rather than going off to the side. More momentum, but you also take more of the impact yourself, and that might be why Harley wasn't able to get over to the cover as well.
Call it what you will, Harley, or Harry, Harley.
Harley's Harry.
Harry's
Call it
right
what
here.
you will. When a man flies off the top rope and puts both feet in your face, it hurts.
Sucks.
It
Yeah.
hurts.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Counter.
float over.
And into a future shock
That could be
DDT.
it, guys.
1, 2, ring the bell. Well done by both.
Fantastic contest.
Excellent opening contest here.
They got the fans going a little bit. They were behind it. I thought.
Still selling. You would almost think that his manager would help him since he can't put any weight on that leg.
This genius is busy celebrating with children right now, Harry. So
I thought he wasn't allowed within 500 feet of children.
we can talk about that.
We're not allowed to mention that over here?
No,
Well, the match is over, so he's good.
we basically opened Pandora's box on that. We're gonna pretend that last one did not
It's actually a
happen.
really good song by Non-Point.
Oh, Bullet with a name?
No, they have a song on their newest CD called Pandora's Box.
Oh, really? Okay.
I also have really bad flashbacks to a certain company based up in Delaware and New Jersey as well, with a certain chick who may or may not be known as Crystal Frost in other places.
Ah, yes.
That must be pretty cool, isn't it?
It is a circle rat match. Introducing first, making his Impact Wrestling debut. He hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 245 pounds, Ruther Schmidt.
Oh, yeah. I know about this guy.
Yeah, me and Warren are quite familiar from our time up north in a company you know quite well.
I know all about Bruce Smith.
Not that company.
I'm telling you right now, Bruce Smith is as tough as they come. There's no nonsense. Nothing he does in that ring is pretty, but it's effective.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is he allowed to have that cigar inside of his hole?
It's not lit, is it?
No, but is he allowed to have it?
Why don't you go take it home? Why don't you go take it?
No, right now I'm seeing one part Rampage Jackson, one part Big Willie Busick, and that intimidates me. I'm gonna say over here on this side of the table, gentlemen. If you want to enforce the smoking regulations here, be my guest.
Matter of fact, you know,
As a matter of fact, we will be back in Weirton in March of 2013.
See what I did? I set you up with that, Jerry. I set you up with that.
That was good. That was good.
Segways.
Well, no, 2013's already passed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jester, who the last time we came to you here on Ustream TV had a over the edge title match.
A very brutal match at that, too. You know, I feel like they should turn the lights off or something, you know?
How about we leave the lights on? Because wherever this guy is, I want to see where he is.
The last thing we need is
I
David
don't
Martel
trust
running
him.
scared again.
Well, he's not here. He's in the back.
Official guys, I'm
He's scaring the children.
It's official guys, I'm not going to sleep for the next month. Because after he took the mask off, that was scarier than with it.
Ooh, wow. Bruce Smith doesn't appear to be intimidated.
like to get inside of your opponent's head like that, because I remember the crawl you used to do and how you would think and get into people's psyche before the match.
Spend as much time in the ring in the gym as you want, Harry, but if you can get a psychological advantage over your opponents, you're halfway there.
You can rent space in their head. You've got the battle track down.
Oh, wow.
Jesse McCoy coming here to Black Diamond. A ball of energy.
I'm not sure, but I think he might have stole Cactus Jack's medal.
Bang bang.
Bang, bang.
Somebody has had their Red Bull for the day.
Somebody has had multiple.
Oh, he's afraid of her.
And did you notice Jester has space in McCoy's head as well? He took one look at that Jester mask and took off running.
Why is he making love to the mask? Why is he doing that?
We're a little bit behind on our bell ringing today.
You guys suck.
It's not Alex.
That's all Harry. That's all.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for this one. It's not Alex's fault.
Well, I should have known. I should have known.
Jester ain't.
I've got about $25,000 in student debt too, if you want to claim that.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Liberty student?
You just missed 2 arms of that.
Elbow there. Here we go. Long kick by Jesse McCoy. Cover. 1 count only before the Jester's able to kick out.
And I want to see you try to keep up with Jesse.
Ooh.
With Jesse? With
Jesse.
He's doing the moves faster than he's going.
Got him backed up with a series of forearms and a big splash in the corner. Bruiser's like, I'm just gonna watch.
Notice how the fans are backing away. They're totally smart as fans.
Huge leaping lariat takes Jester down to the canvas.
Earlier, guys.
Again, 1 count only though.
Here comes Bruiser. It looks like he found an opportune moment to
Back.
Bruiser is not a dumb man.
No, he's not.
Bruiser knows to pick his spots. That the best thing to do is pick his spots in order to be able to take advantage of the situation and possibly pick up a win in what I believe is his Black Diamond debut.
Okay, so are we just gonna pick up little guys? Is that what we're doing?
That's traditionally how this works here.
We have a little bit of camaraderie here between Bruiser and Jester.
Double team side pendulum backbreaker.
Who's gonna go for the cover?
Bruiser is. The Jester's like, no, we're not done with him yet.
No,
Running.
Jester just wants to get the pin.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that the Jester wants to pin. I think the Jester's more worried about punishing Jesse McCoy.
He's a bit of a sadist.
Speaking of sadism, a huge back elbow square to the chest.
No, not yet.
You hear Jester saying, not yet, not yet. It's maybe the first words of coherent English we've heard him speak in a long time.
And he can't speak.
No, I'm saying that I'm not going to be close enough to him to try to listen is what I'm saying.
Are you saying you're afraid of him?
Aren't you?
I'm a fearless man, but I'm afraid of him myself.
You come face to face with the Jester, that puts your fearlessness into question.
Corner splash by Bruiser, back splash by Jester. Jester into the cover.
Alrighty then.
I don't know how much Red Bull Jesse McCoy had, but I don't think that it was enough.
No,
It's
looks
not
like he's
giving him
having an
wings.
energy dump now.
I know that.
Double team snap suplex there by the Jester and
We're
the
seeing
Bruiser.
an interesting dynamic here. The Jester working alongside Bruiser.
Yeah, Jester's not really known for playing well with others.
No, but he seems to be working well with Bruiser.
This could get interesting here,
Or
guys.
maybe it's just working out of necessity, not out of, like I want to work with you. You know what I mean?
I think it's a case of where Jesse got him and they can decide the bigger, badder mix. Or he can try to pitch Bruiser out to the floor and steal the pin on the weakened Jesse McCoy.
Oh,
Bruiser was not a big fan of being pushed in the chest.
Well, he's got a lot to push. Maybe all right.
Say that to his face.
I'm not insulting the man. I'm just saying he has a lot of fluff up there.
Oh! Again, say that to his face.
His pectoral muscles are appealing. There you go.
I'll let you guys have that conversation.
No, I want no part of this conversation. As a matter of fact, I was going to ask if you want to switch seats.
That's all right. I'm comfortable over here.
Oh, big shot to the jaw there by Jester. Bruiser fired. Oh,
Oh my God! Good Lord Almighty!
that one thudded. Kick to the midsection by Bruiser.
That was a nasty suplex, but again, it's like.
But no, look, Jester fighting up.
Completely unfazed.
Big snap suplex by the Jester.
Did you feel the ring move?
I felt the entire building move.
Double clothesline, all three men down.
Okay,
Jesse
Harry.
McCoy making his way back to his feet.
Harry, I'm putting your math to the test. How much weight we got in the ring right now? Not
I'm gonna guess about 14 trillion pounds.
Okay.
And that's just Jester.
Now say that to his face.
I might after the show.
Yeah.
No, seriously, Jester's about 3, Bruiser's about 3.5. Jesse McCoy's probably about 175, 180. So
180? Really? Come on.
Right, 170.
I'd say like 160.
Realistically speaking, you're looking at about 800 pounds.
Okay.
Give or take. Give or take.
Yeah.
I don't have Josh's notes in front of me to give you an exact number, but if I did, I would.
Well, that's your homework for next week.
Actually, I think, when do we return to action?
Segway!
January 12th with Winter Brawl, I believe. Back in Wheeling, West Virginia at the Diamondplex.
Segway!
Show!
Double drop kick. Seated position.
Yes. Bruiser out. McCoy to the cover. Bruiser makes the save
The shave.
with the forearm to the small of the back.
No Shave November was like 2 months.
Kick to the back.
Can somebody find his skull,
It
please?
was a shame.
What is with all these clotheslines
Harry
tonight?
galore. The Jester looking like a wrecking ball that Miley Cyrus came in
Looking
on.
like a wrecking ball!
And
Roundhouse.
And he mentioned
Roundhouse. 1, 2,
Good night.
3. I ring the bell.
you do ring the bell.
That roundhouse spells the end, normally. Nice Miley Cyrus reference, too.
Thank you.
I got an
Nice
idea.
vocals.
I know.
I got an idea for what we can call his roundhouse kick.
What?
Joker's Wild.
Joker's what?
Joker's Wild.
Oh, the wild card. Oh, I get it.
Some people just cry after they do it.
That poor little kid. He's putting fright. Oh, don't come over here. God, don't come over here. Harry, I'm hiding behind you.
Fearless.
Harry, I'm hiding behind you.
Like hell.
Well, I actually have my money on Bruiser, but hey, I just lost some money.
And the Jester just cartwheel.
I missed it.
That is an athletic cartwheeler.
Very athletic.
Impressive debut showing for both Bruiser Schmidt and Jesse McCoy.
A lot of potential in both these guys. Great futures ahead.
Bruiser going shot for shot with the Jester, and McCoy taking one heck of a butt kicking there.
Yes,
While
he did.
delivering some himself.
Absolutely.
Impressive.
Are you guys ready for some title action?
I am ready for some title action.
Well, then let's send it to Josh Main in the ring.
He's not in the ring yet.
Let's send it to Josh Main in the ring.
I think he hears us.
Of course, because he's watching us live on Ustream in the back.
Ustream.tv.
People like Ustream.
I'm sorry, it's a very exciting day. It's for the Black Belt Wrestling Diamond Division Championship.
I like how he does his introductions for the title. He waits till both people are in the ring and then introduces them. That's how I did it when I was listening. It adds a sense of importance.
As there should be, Harry.
One half of Crowflex, Andrew Palace,
The Batman glasses.
aviator shades actually.
What?
He's gonna fly.
Oh, give me a break.
Is he seriously baby oiling up? Can't believe that's hand sanitizer. And that is fantastic.
Encounter some strange things in this business, Harry.
Oh, you are preaching to the choir.
You can never be too prepared. I'll tell you why every professional wrestler doesn't bring hand sanitizer to the ring. Both my minds.
But you know what? You don't know where these kids have been. You know, they got
Or what they have.
What they have.
This time of year, sickness is about.
Yeah, it definitely is. You got Tommy
Himself's a busy man. He's on the road every weekend. He likes to spend a lot of time stuff.
Yeah, common cold, syphilis, AIDS, that type of stuff.
Kind of herpesiphilates?
Yes.
All of which I think you should catch this building tonight.
All of which you can catch from that one chick in the third row.
One chicken.
Third row.
She's cute.
Third row.
Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Get that girl out of here.
Yes, indeed. He's coming out to a rock mix of Call Me Maybe.
Why?
Because it's Chase. Oh, catches his hat.
Lost the hat, but the belt stayed on. Re-signed it on his champion.
He's not the champ for no reason, I guess. I get on a hand sanitizer from me.
Apparently, he is the germaphobe, Andrew Powers.
Now, are the referees' hands clean?
Good question.
Maybe.
We need to make sure of that because
Run in there and ask really fast.
Yes, ask him what his name is too, because unfortunately I don't know.
For the side of Roman's house, weighing 873 pounds, he is Andrew Powers.
it's like 873 pounds.
873 balls, hand sanitizer.
I'd say he's about 872. About 140.
Formerly infamous, still the leader of the Cool Heat Nation. At one point he was picture perfect as well.
He's been through a lot in his short career, but
Including a broken freaking neck.
yeah.
And now he's a champion. What does that tell you about the kid's heart?
Definitely.
I got it this time, Scotty!
Oh, that's his name?
Scotty McFly.
Scotty McFly. That guy. I just wants to show respect to fans one more time.
Pants are brilliant here. We're definitely behind Chase Adams.
Penta Brilliant behind Alex Arcadian earlier.
Why would you do this one? He takes care of himself.
Why would you boo this man? The fact that he felt the need to wash his hands after touching all of the other people.
What you want to watch? Have you seen the people here? Look where we're at.
Maybe
Rose
he's dating
Ohio?
his children.
Come on.
Well, in fairness, we are in the butt end of Ohio.
We're in Brilliant. How ironic that we're in Brilliant, Ohio, and all these people here are idiots. Come on.
It's an oxymoron. Anyways,
Yes.
Andrew Ballas running like a chicken.
He's not running like a chicken. He's being careful. There's so many diseases out there you don't know about, okay?
Yeah, there's also another affliction that he's trying to avoid. It's called the bottom of Chaser. Boom.
Yeah. You don't know where that boot's been?
Side headlock on the canvas there by Andrew Ballas. I've got a question what Andrew Ballas' normal tag team partner would have to say about his actions here this evening.
I heard Chris Wexler is actually
Nice
out
quick
with the
roll-up.
cold.
The irony.
There is, yes, there's definitely an irony to that.
There's an irony in the symmetrism. Symmetrism? Symmetry? Whatever.
We're
Yeah,
gonna bring
you're
this
fine.
back down a little bit here.
Yeah,
You're at like a 12. I need you to 3. All right.
You're not funny. Anyways.
Very fun.
Hammerlock by Chase out into the side headlock,
That was
going for the
quick count.
grounding.
It's an excellent strategy.
Gator roll.
by Andrew Palace.
Oh, yes.
Keeping this match grounded.
Really?
Is his key to victory right here.
I heard that.
Not the gentleman, though.
He went all Luke Harper on himself.
Yeah.
Slapping Chase in the back of the head.
Clearly out wrestling Chase right now.
And he's letting him up, which
I question.
I cannot understand that.
Yeah,
Once you have a man down on the canvas, you want to keep him there, especially a guy that's a flyer like Chase Aarons is.
A flyer with devastating kicks.
Yes.
I mean, he is not a strong man, but he is a well put together man.
He is, and he's deceptively strong
compact.
for his size.
He's compact.
Well, I'm glad to know you think he's a well put together man.
Says the man that was staring at Bruiser Smith's pecs in the last
And it
match.
wasn't Bruiser Smith, it was the Justice. I was saying that never mind. Alright.
Down, roll up, roll through, cover, McFly finds one.
I think the referee was a little late
A
there.
little out of place on that.
Yeah, a little late. Right, all three was pointing it out. Scotty a little bit late to the cover there.
I thought that was his main mistake. I'm glad I'm not crazy. This has been a balanced match so far. No one's had the clear-cut advantage.
Well, actually, I disagree with that. I think Andrew Palace has had pretty much an advantage since the bell rang. The only time Chase has really been in control is when Andrew's backed off of Chase. And as Mr. Arcadian said, you have to question what Andrew is thinking when he's doing that there, especially given the aerial ability and the kicking skills of the trendsetter Chase Aarons.
Chase can kick you from the ground.
He can. And taking a example right there. Beautiful drop kick by Chase Aarons. And another.
Second one, Palace bounces to the far side of the ring. The third one puts him up against the ropes.
He's literally up against the ropes.
On the feet, Chase Aarons is going to have a distinct advantage. Palace is the bigger, stronger man. I would give him the advantage in pure grappling.
Oh, we're going around the world here.
Up the world. Tilt the road into the head scissors.
Landing right on his dome. Oh, Chase is getting momentum.
Palace in the corner. Chase tips Aarons out to the apron. Aarons blocks the shot, hits a form of his own. Countered.
Chase
Knee
made a
strike to
mistake.
the midsection
Intelligent
there.
counter there, too.
Chase made a hell of a mistake.
Telegraphed that shoulder block. And then tips the ring ropes into the lower extremities.
Yeah, but the ref didn't see it. So therefore, it's legal.
Oh, remember that the next somebody hits you in the nuts. It's legal.
If the ref doesn't
Hold
see
on, I
it,
have to ask, can I say nuts on commentary? Okay, I can say nuts. 2 count only for Andrew Palace.
And this match is nuts, Eric.
oh, what? This match is nutty.
Segway.
This match is nutty.
It's getting crazy on the commentary table.
It's getting all nutty over here.
I'm having shades of what used to happen back up in northern Ohio.
Oh yes.
Stepping on the face. I think he was actually showing him the bottom of his boot is what he's telling the referee. I'm not
Very
sure I
stylish
buy
boots.
that.
Very
That's
stylish.
legal, right? You don't do that.
No.
You can't boot scrape somebody? Since when? Why can't you? Okay, is he allowed to dry hump him? Is that? Oh, he's okay. He's choking him on the rope. That's not cool. Yes.
He did. He's choking him with the ropes and putting his weight on the back of his neck to get even more leverage. Shot to the midsection.
Those shots are stout.
Open-handed shots too, which gives that extra sting. Aaron's off the ropes and right into a clothesline.
We are clothesline crazy tonight. I'm telling you.
We're gonna change the name of this town to Clothesline, Ohio.
You get to work on that tomorrow. When will we be
What's
back
up?
in Clothesline, Ohio, Eric?
January 21st, 12th. I apologize.
We apologize for Harry's dyslexia tonight.
Yes.
Henning neck snap.
I not knew what I did.
You just missed a perfectly good neck snap. You did.
I did.
And it was a Henning one.
Rolling neck snap. Was it perfect?
It was perfect. It was. I call it a Henning neck snap.
But was it better than perfect?
Okay, listen, you do it too much. Like you're at like a 14 right now.
Every
You
time
keep
you do that,
escalating, Harry.
Every
Keep
time-
escalating.
I get more and more excited as the shows go on.
I know you're
It's
getting
ironic. I'm doing this show on like 3 hours of sleep and I don't feel it.
That's because the adrenaline's going through your body.
Oh, once we're done on the way back home, you know. Knee strike to the back of the head there by Andrew Palace. Can you win a title by technical knockout?
I haven't seen it
That
done,
is a
but I'm
good
sure you
question.
could. I'm
That is
sure
a
you
good
could.
question. Can you?
Can the title change hands on a technical knockout if the referee
I'm
counts
asking-
on last man standing match? Technically speaking, it's not a count out outside of the ring. Chase into the cover.
I was gonna say last man standing matches.
I would
isn't that a
assume
TKO?
that most competitors would just go for the pinfall at that point.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be on a
Would
mat,
make sense.
Yeah.
if you're gonna be on a mat for 10 minutes, then why not? Or
10
10
seconds.
seconds. Why not go for the cover? That's right.
Throat thrust. Not just a T-bone, leg capture T-bone suplex.
Does a capture plex?
It's a Tasplex. It looks like he's going for the aviation.
I want to call it a task plex.
He might be going for that top rope splash. He calls it aviation.
Because everything's a task plex. Oh no. Or a kilo.
Head and leg Tasplex. Chase starting to
Oh,
get
he's
back
taking
up.
off. He's taking off, and he landed on his nuts.
Wasted valuable time up there.
Chestnuts roasting on the top turnbuckle.
Jack Frost nipping at your groin. Anyways, Chase off the ropes. Huge air on that elbow.
Dang it!
No,
Okay, sorry.
only off the top rope.
Well,
Hail to the king.
but he had the little the pose though.
He did have the pose, but
Okay, so
it wasn't a dig.
it was a dig.
Was that a dig?
That was a half dig it.
It was an in-ring dig. It was a dig.
It was a dig.
He dug deep for it, so there you go. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Jim
I hate you guys.
Palace throwing elbows
When you
together.
hear his dyslexia, though, that would have been a tidget. I was taking the whole thing for a tidget. A tidget elbow.
I think not what you know of.
Speaking of elbows, these guys are crashing into each other's faces with these.
Forearms or elbows?
Kick
They're
to the
kicks
small
we
of
were
the
talking
back.
about.
Oh, you don't
Kick
throw a
caught.
kick. Come on now. You're gonna throw a kick against Chase. Oh.
Kick to the butt, thigh, back, thigh, rolling soul butt to the midsection. He's throwing them as fast as I can say them. Clothesline ducked, cross body attempt caught.
Ballway slam.
No, it looks like he's gonna go for the power slam. No, he wants that you're dead into the buckle. Cool dude kick. Capoeira kick. 1, 2, no!
Hey, you had the bell ready too.
Put that hammer down, Mr.
Hammer
Butter.
down.
This
Don't
match
ring the
is
bell
still going
prematurely.
on.
This is like Montreal to you. All right.
Capoeira kick there by Chase.
hell
He
of a
calls
kick.
it the cool dude kick.
It's like a roundhouse kick, like a back roundhouse kick.
Back roundhouse. And Chase over into La Maestrale. 2. Palace out.
Now, why wouldn't Palace counter into the cover there? The way he
Palace
got up.
rolled back through.
That's what I'm
Goes
saying.
to the eyes instead.
Oh,
Roll
All
up.
up in the ref.
McFly noticed that he had the ropes.
Well, that's one good move we made tonight. Why? Good call, rather.
See, there's a philosophy as far as this goes. It's the old Bobby Heenan philosophy. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Rolling leg sweep there by Chase.
Kick him in the face.
Oh,
no!
You asked?
Oh!
Grounded
human
cool
alive,
dude
man, off
kick.
the second.
2.
That's it.
Champ is still alive.
Can somebody please find his face, please?
Can we find his jaw? I think I got knocked
I
into
think
like
it's up there
a
somewhere around section 35, guys.
It might be over there at the merchandise table, actually.
I think there's a merchandise table.
In addition to getting it at the table, you can also find upcoming Black Diamond Wrestling merchandise on the Black Diamond Wrestling Facebook. Facebook.com/Black Diamond Wrestling.
So for those of you watching on Ustream on TV tonight, hop on the board, like Black Diamond Wrestling, get your merchandise, give it to all of your friends and family for Christmas.
And if it's not there in time for Christmas, give it to them for New Year.
And don't forget to download the BDW app.
And if it's not there in time for New Year's, get it for your girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Because nothing's going to get too lucky better than a Black Diamond t-shirt.
Or St. Patrick's Day.
Or both.
Or both.
Buy Black Diamond stuff every day.
Or Easter.
I don't even drink, and he's gonna drive me. I'm gonna get drunk on St. Patrick's Day because of him.
Oh, yes. We're gonna do it big.
Are we ready for our next contest here? Chase Aarons retains the Diamond Division contest in a hell of a match.
Celebrate with the fans too.
That capoeira kick.
Both of them.
This is a holiday season, so you know what? I feel like it's reset. A Xbox 360 game. And I have a official
during the holidays, just a little bit. All that turkey and stuff we be eating.
You know what? I feel so good too. It's nice. I take it away some more stuff. And now,
if you're naughty, we'll give away even more stuff. All right.
First, talk about it more. Team of the X Factor Dion Cruz, Sid Van, and all of the professional wrestlers,
oh my God, the Harlem Shake.
Don't even think about it.
Can I do the Harlem Shake?
No.
Please.
No.
Just once.
Fine.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Only because you did it so well that I see coming.
Exactly.
That was a really good arm shake. Really good arm shake.
The X Factor Dion Cruz, Cassidy Stone, known as Triple X Factor. A little bit of a mic issue there for
I'm not a big fan of
Use the glass for these guys, Gary.
E-double Edric Everhart. Big Bad Wolf Tyler Claude. New kids on the block, rocking tall here in
Ridiculous.
Black Diamond.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm no hostility. I'm remembering somebody's music up north.
That was an amazing, amazing song.
Hey, excuse me. We got the best tag team in the brother here. We need room, alright?
I'm going to go to the bathroom during this match, Harry. You're going to teach me that Harlem Shake,
I'm
right?
going to teach you Harlem Shake.
Gentlemen, it's all you.
Am I going? Am I staying?
You're staying. You're staying.
Destin Vane, Kick Fusion, the Black Diamond Wrestling Tag Team Champions joining me. My announce table being taken over as Bo Browning calls for the bell. The former champions in the ring here, the men you guys beat for the tag titles in System Elite.
Exactly. We aren't here scouting. I want to make that clear. We are not here scouting. We're just watching.
We beat him too many times already. Too many times.
It's going to be Double, Edric Everhart, and the X Factor, Dion Cruz, starting things off here.
And what a place to be. Where are we at tonight again? Where?
Brilliant, Ohio.
No, really, where are we at?
Warren, before he left, actually said it's ironic the town's called Brilliant because they're all idiots.
Let's see if we have a jokester here. I'll find out the town's name eventually.
Yeah. Anyways, the man's so vain, he probably thinks that song was about him. I'm sorry, that was horrible.
It's supposed to be funny.
I feel bad about that.
I'm not laughing.
Cupid is gonna kill me.
By the way, I have done commentary before, and in case you are aware, I am undefeated, just like I am in the ring. So I plan on being undefeated tonight.
You guys did defend the tag titles at our last show against the team of Florida. Although it was not you,
Myself and Chris Moore.
Chris Marks, yes.
It was mainly myself.
I was not in the building. I was at home working on this great chiseled body I have.
You were there in spirit.
Yes, I was there in spirit.
Where is the man behind the industry?
Who, me?
That would be Ronnie Starks.
I think Ronnie Starks is taking care of personal business.
That or he's trying to figure out what's going on between Corey Futuristic and the Bulldozer. We will see them in a rematch a little bit later against Dan Sanders tonight.
I will make sure Big Cupid and myself are out there for that as well. Let me just make a prediction in this match. I'm pretty good at doing predictions. That's why I'm undefeated at commentary.
Drop toe hold there by Tyler crossing to the side headlight. Go ahead, Destin.
I'm going to go Theon Cruz.
Cassidy Stone.
Cassidy Stone, I apologize. I'm going to go for them.
Irish whip into the corner. Double team assisted split. This is a leaping forearm strike by Edric Everhart.
Look at the cheap tactics that he is. They don't play fair. They don't.
Technically speaking, Kid Cupid, they do have until the count of 5 to get in and out of the ring.
I mean, he's poking at him.
You know, when we quote unquote break rules, it's such a big deal. But now they're saying, they have to count of 5.
You guys technically have until the count of 5.
Real convenient. Real convenient.
You guys technically have until the count of 5 as well.
And we never abuse that.
We play by the rules. We always do. People hate us for it. They hate us for it.
I think it has more to do you're associated with than you guys yourselves.
I don't think so.
Choke using the knee in the ropes. I gotta say, that's new by Cassidy Stone. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
They have till the count of 5 though, remember.
And while Cassidy Stone has the referee distracted, Dion Cruz getting a couple shots in on double Edric Everhart.
You know, one thing I will say about System Elite, Edric Everhart, Tyler Cross, recently there was a training seminar that took place and WWE's Matt Stryker hosted the seminar, and he had a lot of good things to say about the quote-unquote West Virginia boys. Tony Johnston, System Elite, Bulldozer over there. You know, he was in awe when he saw me. I actually gave him a few pointers, and I think
taught the teacher a couple things.
I told him, I went in the ring and I was like, listen, I'll show you this. You know, you can use this internationally.
Snapmare over by Dion Cruz.
So the point I was trying to make there though, is these West Virginia boys were all Black Diamond Wrestling boys, myself included. But you know, I stood far above the wrestling.
Tag Major Cassidy Stone.
There's always a reason I build. Whenever I'm building somebody up, it's so I can build myself up at the top.
Cassidy Stone up to the second turnbuckle. And a leaping kick right along the jaw of Edric Everhart.
That was very vicious right there. Very, very vicious.
Full contact for sure there by Cassidy Stone. Edric Everhart showing some heart, pardon the pun, and able to kick out.
of course, closed fist. Cheating again.
And to say nothing to Cassidy Stone going to the eyes there, Cupid?
I don't see nothing, do you? I don't.
Let's ask Edric if he saw it.
Edric can't see anything right now because Cassidy just went to his eyes. I'm going to end up in trouble over here. Stone dragging Edric back towards the turnbuckle. Handing the leg to his tag team partner, Dion Cruz.
This looks dangerous.
Wrapping him up in the ropes.
Just to point out, for those who do not know, those ropes are actually a steel cage. So while they might look a little bouncy, that move probably hurt very bad.
Well, isn't there like a metal wire underneath the garden hose?
Yes, it's a steel cage.
Okay, yeah. Anytime any part of your body comes in contact with that metal wiring, it's not gonna feel good. Shot to the midsection, Cruz off the ropes, and a hop over leg drop face buster. Very nice looking move there by Dion Cruz.
I remember one time Kid Cupid did that.
Yeah, I did.
It was a little bit better, but I guess these guys are still in need for something.
One count only off of the talking toe. Edric back to his feet. Dumped. Huge swinging neck breaker.
Way too risky. He had the guy. He had Edric where he wants him on the mat, flat on his back. Let the guy get up and look what he does.
Yeah, but Cassidy Stone able to cut Edric Everhart off from making that tag.
But there could have been a chance that didn't happen. If you have a guy on the mat, you keep him on that.
All right, let me ask you this. Let's assume that the winner of this match does get a shot at you and Kid Cupid's tag title choice. Would you rather go against the devil you know or the devil you don't?
Oh, either way, we'll beat them, so it doesn't matter. We're undefeated.
Cassidy Stone and Dion Cruz both eat feet.
Like Dustin has said, everybody they have put up against us, we have beat them. Proven fact, we have beat them.
Lucha rolling into the tag. In comes the big bad wolf, Tyler Cross. Dumped. Spinebuster down on Cassidy Stone. I'm proud of myself for not mixing them up, actually. Bypass out to the floor goes the X Factor Dion Cruz.
I've seen Dion Cruz before. I have not seen Cassidy Stone.
And through the ropes with the suicide dive goes Edric Everhart to take out Dion Cruz.
Let's see if the risk was worth it.
Clothesline is dubbed. And a big drop kick by Cassidy Stone puts Tyler Cross onto the canvas. I'm proud of myself for not mixing up.
Now you're mixing up your words.
I'm all fussing over here. Proud of myself for not mixing up Cruz and Stone and ended up almost mixing up Tyler Cross and Edric Everhart, the two men I should know the best.
I'll honestly say I'm impressed with this stand.
Stone up to the top. Drop the guillotine.
Another high risk.
And the power lands. 1, 2, 3.
They picked up the win, but just remember that Kid Cupid and Destin Bay all those titles. Might be out right now. I'm out of action for a little bit, but when I'm back, I'm going to be better than ever, and I don't even know if that's possible. I'm honest, I'm better than ever.
A win's a win, but when you're up against us, it's not going to be a win, it's going to be a loss, and that's a proven fact.
He's Kid Cupid, he's Destin Bay, they are the 5 Diamond Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to intermission here.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. Cupid and myself, we will be back later on in the evening with the other J Grubs take place.
Destin Bain getting in some work here. I'm Harry Broadhurst. I come back. The match has been building for months. enter the Church of Resnick, Sean Resnick. The Prince of Passion, Nick Mira. They kick off the second half of Snow Brawl after this.